Ah, looking forward to it. You know, we got one more week getting ready. Um, got a different group this year. Um, Group that I really have enjoyed in the fall, and getting John back and Jalen Williams back from football. They have come back in, and everything we've tried to do in the fall of create a great team community type atmosphere, a family. They fit right in and have helped us, and I think it's a different way of how we're going to play the game this year. I think we're a different team this year. I don't think we have the 90-mile-an-hour pitchers, but we're doing a lot of things together as a group, as a whole, and we're playing really well right now. So hopefully we can keep it going. The guys are together. The guys are great. We have a lot of fun, and we enjoy coming out to practice and going out to games together. With our team being said, we got these guys coming back along with Jalen Williams and Luis Gutierrez, and then from there, on the mound we have Julian Orozco, who I brought up as a freshman last year, and I think our big key on the mound is going to be Ty Collins, who was a big help to us, and he's also going to be moving to center field, and he's a game changer when he's leading off and he gets on bases and the havoc he caused out there because he can really run. And then, we got a lot of sophomores this year. We had a great freshman team last year, and I brought them up, and they're doing a great job. They're all going to be a big part of it, and Jace Paderas and Adam Kramer, again, Julian Orozco. All these guys are going to be really big helps to our program this year, and I think they have fit in really well with the amount of seniors that we have. I think we have 14, and having this youth come up, I think it's going to help us a lot.
Great, thank you. John, can you describe your program there at Bosco for me?
It's like a college So
Development?
yeah, can't say it right now. I'm nervous, but Boston's a great place. I came here freshman year. They welcomed me. They taught me how to play baseball. They taught me the simple things, the little things. Coach Barber brought me up as a sophomore, and I just watched the senior guys lead the team pretty much, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. It's just amazing, right? This year is going to be amazing. Welcome, Bosco. I don't know what I'm saying right now, but yeah, it's going to be a great season this year. I don't know.
All right, thank you. Kobe, talk to me about what makes Trinity League so special.
What makes Trinity League so special is just the competition that every team comes with. Everyone has their own key players, their own, flamethrowers, their own power hitters, their own finesse guys. Just Trinity League is has a wide variety of just everything that you could find in a baseball player, and there's just a lot of great competition.
And Albert, is there a certain matchup that you're looking forward to this year?
To be honest, I think every week is a great matchup for, especially in this league. Coming in sophomore year, I got experience and got a little taste of, what Trinity League baseball is about. And, right from the start, right from the jump, I realized that this isn't a regular league. It's known to be the best league in the country, and for these past 3 years, I can totally tell you guys that this is the best and the best development you can have as a high school baseball player. Coming out every week, it's a war. It's grind time. It's a gauntlet for a reason. It's most high school leagues. It's 2 games out of a week, Wednesday, Friday. But we come out as a college. It's a college type of style of baseball, and you play those Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday guys, and it's a different type of baseball because you need 3 guys to go out there and give it the best they got. So I think the weekly basis of it and playing each great team is second to none, and this Trinity League is something special for sure.
Great, thank you. All right, we're going to open up to the media.
Les Lukacs, PBR. John, we talked a little bit about two-sport athletes earlier in the coaches panel. Obviously, you're committed to UCLA to play football and baseball. Can you talk a little bit about not only just being a two-sport athlete, but being a two-sport athlete at Bosco, where one of those sports is football, and how that's helped you in your baseball career?
Well, they helped me get more tougher in baseball, be more committed to each team. It's really hard to be committed to each team when you have like less time to go back and forth. But I made it work. I talked to my coaches, say I'm going to there, going to football at this time, I'm going to baseball at this time, and it just worked out pretty much how it is right now. So yeah.
John, keep the mic there. Tell us a little bit about why you chose UCLA and what went into that decision. I'll pass that question to Albert, and then to Colby off that is that you see all these guys committed around you. Does that add any extra pressure, or does that give you the motivation to, get better every day and try and get to where these guys are this particular time? So why UCLA? Why Stanford?
I chose UCLA because it was just like a brotherhood, like Bosco. It welcomed you easy. The baseball team, I came in there on my official when I was going on a baseball. I'm a football official. Came in there, just welcomed me. Say hello, what's up, Jonathan? My name is blah blah blah. And they said they can't wait to get you here, teach you some things, and just like the football. Well, I have like two guys that I look up to my sophomore year that played at Bosco on the football team. So he just told me how it worked, and it's real easy to just keep grinding every day and just let it go through.
I chose Stanford for many different reasons. First off, the education is second to none. My parents have very pushed education on me, and luckily I've pushed myself to take harder classes and be the best student athlete I can be, and just getting the options I got, and especially Stanford being one of the top not only baseball schools but schools in general in the country. It added, a little spice to it, and, definitely the coaching staff there with Thomas Eager and head coach David Esker, I think their tradition and, their style of play, and I think it's just a winning tradition. I think it's a place where I can better myself, better the people around me, and I think the education there is, second to none, as I said. It's a world-class school with world-class people, and I couldn't be happier.
So being uncommitted and seeing all my brothers around me being committed, it kind of pushes me in the sense of I need to be better. I know I need to be better. Even if I was committed, I'm still going to be pushing myself to be better because I want to be the best that I can. I'm striving to be perfect, even though I know I'm not going to be perfect. I'm striving for it. And but basically it just gives me a lot of motivation to keep going.
This guy should be committed someplace.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Donnie, those of us that know you as one of the original dirtbags, and so we know how much that means to you. How much of what you learned and lived and kind of still are a part of with that program do you try to instill in these guys?
Well, it just starts off with my coaching staff. I have Scott Dalanoa, who played in '89. I got Josh Fry, who was 2010 to 14. I mean, I started off there. And then what we talk about and how we go about our practices, how we go about our games, how we want to represent ourselves on campus, off campus, on the field, it all comes from Dave Snow. He's my mentor. He is, I could say, my pappy, as we call him. But I take everything. I feel that man was one of the greatest college baseball coaches in the country. So why wouldn't I take a lot of it? Do I now, because of times have changed, have to instill my own stuff? Yes, I do. But 90% of our practices, I still use the old practice plan from Dave Snow. I still use the old game plan of how I write down things from Dave Snow. So it goes back a long way. But how I treat these guys, how we go about everything, that is the same as I was taught, and how we want to go about it. We want to play that kind of baseball. Are we the typical bunt type? No, and we're probably the least amount bunting team in the league. I was a hitter. I like to hit. We like to hit. Do we like to run? Yes, we like to run, but I'd rather do a lot of other things than bunt the ball. And that's one thing I kind of got away. And even back in the old days of the old 89, 90, and beyond, we weren't much bunting. We just had a lot of action going on.
Albert, just one little follow-up for you. You talked about that it was pretty quick for you, the realization that, hey, this isn't just your ordinary league anymore. What was that adjustment like, not only your first year but last year, and how do you think that's helped you improve as a player heading into your senior year?
Well, I think this league introduces a lot of maturity. You can't go up to the box expecting a hit. It's a lot of failure within this league. And I think the maturity level that you garner going into this league was, the second to none. Most of these guys are going to be going to college, going to the pros, getting, millions of dollars in the future. And, when you're around these type of players, you kind of get an urge of betterness. You're around successfulness. You're around, and you just want to become one of those guys and just say, hey, I'm going to step up my game. I'm going to, look for pitches to hit. And I think, just the people and the athletes you're around is the best in the country. And I think this is one of the best places to develop as a baseball player as well as a person.
Coach, for you guys lost DJ this year, and for him to go to Clemson a little bit early. Give me your thoughts and share some thoughts a little bit about, hey, does that hurt you? Or, the cliche would be, we're going to do this without him, even if we do have him, or we don't have him. But if you did, he'd be one of the top arms in the country. Talk a little bit about that situation.
Yeah, we kind of had a good idea he was going to go to Clemson early. It's always tough to lose a guy who's 93, 94 miles an hour. It's always tough. But you can't, going into this, I didn't expect him to be there. I didn't. So we just went along with daily practices, daily pitching routines of who we're going to pitch, knowing that he wasn't going to be there. If he showed up, if for some miracle he showed up, St. John Bosco said, DJ, you need to stay, it would have been great. But, because that's my, I was hoping he was St. John Bosco. But no, we're all happy for DJ, and, it would have been great to have him, because he not only is he a great player, but he's a class act person. But we went on a daily grind and practice and whatever we did, knowing that we weren't. Now, if he would have came, things would have changed. Sure. But we kind of had that feeling, and DJ and I talked throughout the year and kind of figured that out.